Welcome into a special spooky edition of Lemont Unlocked. 'Tis the season, Tess.
'Tis the season. It is my season.
Yeah, you made it to this show.
I made sure my schedule was open for this show.
You're dressed for this show as we're at Aster Gardens in downtown Lemont. You have your Salem Witch official sweatshirt. There's a skull around your necklace. There's a snake print on your stockings. You stuffed some sort of something in your boot because you're nervous about ghosts. What did you have in your boot?
Correct. It's an obsidian crystal, great for protection. So just got to cover all of the bases while we're here at Aster Gardens today.
All right, so we're going ghost hunting, and you can tell who's really into it. I'm not exactly sure. For all of the content on Lemont Unlocked, make sure you check out LemontDowntown.com/unlocked to learn a little bit about Aster Gardens as well and see everything that's going on. And you can get us on any podcast player. And Amanda is standing with us again. We met you in the summertime for the farmers market, and you mentioned to me one, possibly two spirits haunt Aster Gardens. Tell me a little bit about it. Refresh everybody's memory on this one.
Okay, I believe there's two. I believe there's an old dude who may have been like the barkeep. Like I just kind of think of him as like this. You know, mustache with the little sleeve garters. You remember the little? Oh yeah, sleeve garters. Remember those?
Is he the one that's mad about you being a little messy?
He's mad that I'm messy.
Okay.
And I'm not only am I messy because it's a plant shop and there's just literally soil everywhere, but also I believe our things should serve us. We shouldn't serve them. But that's a whole other podcast. And then the other one is I didn't know about. He only revealed himself more recently, I'd say within the last year, is Philip. And he's a little boy. He's very gaunt. And he looked at me through that little door. He was like, boop. And I was like, bleh. And I'm pretty skeptical. You said you're a skeptical person. I've had, creepy things happen in the past, but I was like, that's Philip.
Okay, so he peeped out. So
I've had him peep out over there too, but I've seen him twice, which is like, bleh, bleh.
What features do you see on him? Is he a light? Do you actually see a boy with no legs, floating around like Casper? What do you see?
And you're gonna be like, oh, when I say this, you're gonna be like, okay, idiot. He looks, like Tim Burton animated him. Now, I know what you're thinking, but gaunt, bluish, slightly blue, like a Victorian, I could see his outfit from here up, very Edwardian Victorian, very old, and very large eyes.
I believe it because it tracks, right? This town is from the 1800s. It's got a lot of history. Do you have any
tracks that I've watched Ghost Bride so many times too? So who knows?
A great movie.
Yeah.
Do you know any of the history of the building?
I think it's 1896. It was started as a oh crap! I already forgot. Like everybody,
a bar. Everything was a bar here.
A bar with a brothel, a saloon with a brothel on top. I know that it was also a bakery at some point. These are the gas lines for the ovens.
Oh.
Someone came in once and said that next door was a funeral parlor, and this is where they laid the coffin out. I only heard that once. I heard it was a card shop. I heard it was a. Everyone kind of in this town has their 2 cents to tell you. It was I'm okay,
So it's possible that Pollyanna Social, which is on the other side of this wall, if I'm not mistaken, funeral parlor, and this is where the bodies were lined up.
That's fun.
I mean, do they want that out? I don't know.
Sorry, Pollyanna.
It'll cost you some beers to keep that quiet.
Next time they have a singles mixers night, that would be a good topic of conversation. Yeah. Bring that one up and see how it goes.
That can be edited out for the right amount of beers.
Okay, so how long have you been here, and has anybody else over the years seen this ghost?
We've been here for 3 years. I know that my A1 employee Tyler has definitely seen Philip. He's definitely experienced Philip. He'll be in the basement and things will just come shooting out at him. I don't know if other employee Kennedy has ever mentioned anything necessarily. She only comes in once a week, so Tyler's here all the time. He's seen stuff.
So the basement has had activity. I know that. You were talking about that. Things go flying off the shelves. Besides things flying off the shelves, falling from the ceilings, which is something that you've told us is occurring, just give me just a basic example. I mean, you do have a boy that peers out and looks at you, which is the craziest thing. But give me an example.
That alone would creep me out.
Yeah, I think that would freak me out. I don't think I need anything else. But what else happens here? And if people stop in Aster Gardens, especially during this time of year, because people love this time of year, what should they be looking for to happen?
So it doesn't often happen when there's customers. Like they're ghosts. They don't really want to interact. They're not really that into it. The number one thing a customer could hope to see, and it hasn't happened for a long time, but it happened nonstop for more than a year, was like the door will just lock in the middle of the sales day. Like it'll just be locked. The bathroom, you can get locked in the bathroom. The office door is locked. The back door will lock. It's just lock itself in the middle of the day for no reason. And they're all locked from the inside, even though that is impossible. And we have to open it with a butter knife. And I've like shanked off the door moldings on all the doors because we just got tired of it, like all the time.
I'm blaming the barkeep on that one. You think it's Philip?
It's very barkeep. So then sometimes like all the air plants will just be I'll come in the morning and all the air plants will be on the floor. Like 30, 40 plants will be on the floor. That's like pretty like, like the regular potted plants, if they dry out, and let's talk about horticulture, they dry out on the bottom, see, the top gets heavier and they can fall on the floor. That's, I understand. But the air plants, they're just they're like something that is easy to move, I think, for a spirit. And that happens. We talked about those big wicker balls were both sitting on the table. So if they fell, they would have rolled off the table. But someone put them there. That's a little weird.
All right, Neal Gibbons now joins us. Neal, you've been on some of my other podcasts before. You've shown me some really interesting pictures. Ghost things floating, things that are unexplained. Welcome on to Lemont Unlocked.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Chris. It's nice to be out here with you.
It's nice to see you again. I know.
Tell your friends, tell your neighbors.
Yeah. You do some ghost tours too, so I want to make sure we plug that for you.
We do all our ghost tours on the south side of Chicago, Graveside Paranormal ghost tours. We are doing them every Friday and Saturday out of Bourbon Street. We do them out of Bourbon Street, 115 Bourbon Street. Great sponsor that we have. So we do them, and we start at 7 o'clock. We go to about maybe 11 o'clock at night, 11:30, depending on how much time we have. And I tell you all the stories of Chicago. As well as I keep you entertained, we got videos and music, and we take out things like the Anahata box. The parts of it is investigating. People want to have that. They want to be part of the show.
Yeah, I want to ask about that. I know Tess has questions about it, but before we get to it, have you made a journey to Lemont at any point before? Because there's a lot of history here, and I've been told there's several places that may or may not be haunted. We've got very old graveyards here. We've got some interesting buildings. Is this your first time, or have you heard anything about Lemont?
So I've heard stories about Lemont. Have I made it out here? No, not on a ghost hunting, ghost researcher type mentality. I've come out here, yes, you guys have all this limestone that's all over because these are all original buildings. Because what happened is if you got Archer Avenue and it's right next to you guys, and what it is there's a thing called supernatural ley lines that lay up and down that area. All right, so number one, we're in Amanda's shop here, okay?
Okay.
Possibly you have a haunting that is going on. We're talking about this person or persons. So what we're doing is we're attracting them in. We're giving them the highlight. So the moment that you start doing that and this and that, they're going to want to listen a little bit. They want to be a part of it. They might be drawing energy. And when they draw energy, they might be trying to grab from there. They might be trying to grab from the Anahata box. You see, this is actually an EMF detector right here. And sometimes it goes off if there's certain things around, but she does have an electrical outlet right here. But we're talking about things. People need to understand is that a lot of this area was all Potawatomi tribe, Native Americans, and a lot of them are very had a lot of mysticism about them. And they believed that Archer Avenue had supernatural ley lines that laid up and down Archer Avenue. That's why you cause a lot of the hauntings. Think of it as like a faucet, okay? Due to the environment, when the environment changes on a daily basis, sometimes that supernatural ley line will open up. Think of it as like a faucet where like that faucet's put on just a little bit, a little dribble of water comes on, maybe a little supernatural. But on certain days, certain times, certain hours of the day or weather, that faucet will turn on all the way and you'll get a full flow of supernatural activity that does happen up and down Archer Avenue, like Resurrection Mary and the monks that are seen at St. James of the Sag. Stuff like that. So, and I understand it's not for everybody to believe or not to believe, but these things have been documented all around this area. And plus, like I said, you have all this limestone around here. It was a great conduit for the paranormal. Residual hauntings. Residual haunting is a haunting that's played through time. Like I was telling you, we have all this Native American things that were going on here. Then we had pioneers. Then we had the mobsters, and then so on and so forth to where we are. When dramatic and traumatic things happen in timelines because of these things, it's a recording in time and it gets projected out into the environment. That's why we see certain things in certain areas, maybe a building or something like that, it's due to whatever happened in that person's life. It doesn't mean a death. It means whatever was going on in that individual's life that's so dramatic that's being pushed out with the energy out into the environment. I hope that makes sense.
I definitely see myself as a believer, and I feel like a lot of Lemonters do, because they obviously live in this area that, as you said, have a lot of residual hauntings. Getting to this, so I've done some paranormal investigations. I've actually never heard of anything like this before. Would you mind telling us what it's called, how it got its name, what it does?
So we've actually had this for about maybe 8 years. Yeah, I'd say about 8 years. This was actually developed by my old partner, Stephen Limeweber, okay? What happened is he actually dreamt about making this. Swear to God, man. He dreamt about making this. And then he made it. And he said, Neal, it's for you. And I said, what it does is, think of it as like, anybody who's ever seen the show X-Men, right? Think of it as like Cerebral. Okay, Professor X, he puts that on his head. It helps heighten people who are empathic, psychic mediums, and it helps them to communicate. Now, we have a whole bunch of things on here. We have crystals, we have copper, we have magnets, which are all great conduits for the paranormal trying to speak to them. We actually have dust from the Sedona Desert inside here that we've opened it up and we've put it in there. Steve actually went to the Sedona Desert because he heard that it was high in mysticism, high in supernatural, and he placed it inside here. We actually had a lady at the Thornton Distillery in Thornton, Illinois, hold a conversation with her dead mother-in-law. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And when you see this video, you're going to be like, oh my God, what the heck is that?
I've seen the video you showed.
Yeah, I showed you.
I've seen the video, and I've been in that place where that distillery is, and it does have a weird, eerie feeling to it. So I believe him on this one for sure. And we're going to try this out here at Aster Gardens. I do want to ask you a quick question, though. Earlier on, before we started recording here, we walked around, we tried a few different rooms. You had something that kind of looked like out of Ghostbusters. It kind of changes colors, and you're trying to see whether or not there's any kind of activity. While you were doing it in one of the rooms, and I didn't want to bring it up when it was happening, but I'm going to show the video right now. You can clearly see everybody. This has night vision, this camera. I got it specifically because I film inside of a bar a lot of times when I do my show. And so it picks up things at night. She had, what did you have inside of your shoe again?
Obsidian.
Obsidian. While she had the obsidian in her shoe, as I go across everybody else's face, even though she's standing 1.5 feet from me, her entire face is blacked out in a shadow that makes no sense because she did not have a shadow over her in real life. Can you explain what that is? Have you ever heard of something like that? I'm showing it right now.
And where was this at?
When we were in that back room where that was the only time that the little meter started to move a little bit, and you guys had some stuff on the table that you thought might actually amp up things a little bit.
So you caught something black going.
It's on her face completely, like it disappears.
Oh, I wish, man. Yeah. I got to see that right after this.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a thing that's called shadow people, okay? And they move very fast. And
this isn't scaring me one bit.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you because I figured it'd freak you out, but I was like, whoa,
right.
She disappears in the shot. It's incredible.
I'm sorry.
Take, for instance, Archerwood Cemetery. Archerwood Cemetery, which is not far from here, is hopping with shadow people. They are they're not translucent. They're made of shadows, and they walk around. I've seen them when I'm doing the tours. I'll talk, and I'll see them in the back, but I try not, because I'll take out about a group of 40. You don't want to say anything when you see these things, because everybody's going to start freaking out and run all over the damn place. They're like herding cats after that. And I need to see that photo.
I'll definitely show it to you.
Yeah, I got to see it. That way I can at least try to explain it to you.
Yeah.
But the minute that I wish you would have showed me.
I didn't want to disturb what was happening. So we have had some weird things happen. Yep. I can't wait to see this thing in action. We're going to definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I've scared the heck out of Tess.
Yeah,
now.
I'm mute now.
Here, Graham, get him on the mic there.
So what we're going to do is we're going to welcome in all spirits, okay? And we're going to ask them to talk. What we're going to do is I'm going to welcome in all spirits. All spirits are welcome in at this time. My name is Neal. We're looking for a little boy named Philip, or the man that lives here. Even if it's not a boy named Philip, is there a young man here? Can you communicate with you? I know you have it in you. Project all your energy at this time and try to communicate with us. Is there a little boy here? Yes or no? So that's reverse. Sometimes I call it mirror zones. It's where the answers are coming in reverse. That's reverse. I need an answer. Yes or no? Is there a little boy here? Yes or no? You heard the little yes of the boy? You heard that? Yes. Again. Is there a man here as well? Yes or no? I'm calling forth the man that's here. Are you here with us? There was a lot of yeses there. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can get intelligent answers to intelligent questions.
This is really happening right now. That's what this is.
Yes.
You don't have like a button that's playing something out of a speaker here.
All right, just so everybody knows.
I gotta ask the question that somebody at home is asking. You get that, right?
Just so you know.
Because this is real. I'm jumping through that window.
No. Just so you know what this is. This is being streamed through an app. Okay, so what you're hearing is a vocabulary that's being streamed in. It's a larger vocabulary. See, people use things called an SB7 and SB11, which is limited to just AM, FM stations, okay? Where this one has a larger vocabulary where it's all being streamed in through an app, okay? That didn't sound good now, did it?
No, that didn't sound good. No. I feel like we've interrupted it, and I just want to be quiet.
All right, so we're going to see if we can make communication. Fill in the blanks. A, B, C. Fill in the blanks. A, B, C. Fill in the blanks. That means follow through. Fill in the blank. 1, 2, 3. You heard 4?
I heard 4. This is my first interview with a ghost. Again, right out the window. I'm about to go.
All right, fill in the blanks. I know that. Hopefully we're holding conversation. And the name of the father.
It's a very simple podcast. I did not expect to be talking to the ghost today.
Yeah. All right. Fill in the blanks. Name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy. All right, once again, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy. Fill it in. You heard ghost?
All right, I heard ghost.
Yeah.
I heard ghost. All right.
Now, I want to understand. There's no one out in my car.
Yeah, okay. This is
wild.
You're totally into this right now.
I'm so into
You're
it,
into this right now.
but I'm so scared at the same time.
You're the one with the dark shadow on your face.
It's a ghost again. All right, so let's do this.
All right, here, Amanda, can you come in here real quick? I want to just. This is incredible, and it's something that I just did not expect. Just come on in here real quick. Does this back up what you felt about this place to this point? I mean, this is a something right now.
Yeah, it seems about right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it. I can feel it in here. Like, it's just, it's a thing. And the moment I began embracing it, boy, those ghosts started being way more chill with me.
Okay, well, I like ghosts that are chill. Do you like ghosts that are chill?
I love ghosts that are chill.
All right, cool. Well, this was awesome. Are we exploring anything else, or did we get enough here? Because
it's up to you. You're the boss.
Wait, I'm just kind of curious. Like, what else do you want to do?
Well, I guess
go get a drink and get out of here.
To the other one and go to their basement.
Oh my goodness! All right. Anyway, this was an experience, Tess.
I'm speechless.
I mean,
do not follow me home, ghost.
I mean. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out if there's anything else that was on the camera for Lemont Unlocked. I'm Chris. That's Tess. This is Neal Gibbons. He's a ghost hunter. Once again, Neal, how do people check you out?
Go to Graveside, Graveside. It's not site.com. That's where all our tours are. You see all the videos. You go to the YouTube channel of our old podcast, the Paranormal Guys podcast. Check all that out. and all the other cool little things that we do events, and I guarantee you're going to have a good time if you go on one of the tours. I guarantee you that.
And Amanda, what's the address? Come back in here real quick. What's the address again for Aster Gardens?
202 Stevens Street, and I have the ghost stories on my Instagram page with me as a ghost.
Okay. I would imagine there's going to be a lot of people popping in here in the next week or so. I guess you can come by and see if you feel anything weird. I feel weird right now. Do you?
I feel weird, but happy spooky season.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. It's okay.
Can I say one thing?
Oh my goodness. What else?
Boo.
Oh God.